Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Extraordinary X-Men issue 4. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 126, and that's the show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show, and here are the exclusive comics. We got Deathstroke issue 13, Outcast issue 14, Fathom Blue issue 6, Tales of Terror volume 2 issue 3, Venus, Issue 1, Jupiter's Circle, Volume 2, Issue 2, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, Issue 2, Spider-Woman, Issue 2, Batman and Robin Eternal, Issue, what are we up to, 12, Daredevil, Issue 2, and The Astonishing Ant-Man, Issue 3. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 126, which is annotated. But let's start talking about Extraordinary X-Men issue, what are we up to? Issue 4. So yeah, this is a series that I feel like has a lot of potential, but hasn't totally grabbed me yet. I think the team is very scattered and hasn't really worked together yet, so hopefully that will change with this issue. But very cool, we actually do get to see the team together and Dr. Sinister's little gem there. So interesting artwork. Definitely a lot of detail on his forehead. But let's see what's going on with the artwork in the interior. And I will say I usually like Ramos' art a lot. And I do like his close-ups a lot in this issue. But I will say it feels a bit cluttered, the action scenes in this issue. And a good example of that where Storm kind of comes crashing in there, and it just seems really cluttered, and I really couldn't focus so much on the beautiful action that could have happened in this issue. So I was a little disappointed with the artwork. Also, I do feel like the orange color, it's hard to concentrate on a lot of the action because of that too, so I think the coloring could have been a little bit better for that final act of this issue. But yeah, those are my tiny complaints about the artwork. But like I said, I usually am a fan of Ramos' style of art, but I didn't think it quite worked here for this issue. But let's see what's going on with the story. So, yes, in this issue, we do get to see the X-Men come together to fight together to save Colossus and Illyana, who was kidnapped by Dr. Sinister, who's trying to transform Illyana into a mutant/inhuman, and we don't really know what that's all about until the end of the issue, where they do save Illyana and Colossus, but they find out that Cyclops is not really dead. So spoiler alert, we see that he is half inhuman, half mutant, I guess, half Cyclops, and I'm interested in the ending. It kind of feels weird, though. Like, that feels like a very odd cliffhanger. It's like, yes, he is half inhuman, half mutant, and so I don't really know how to feel about it. Is it an awesome cliffhanger, or is it a ridiculous cliffhanger? Still trying to figure that out, and I think we will be able to figure that out once we actually see what they do with the story. And also, I mean, like, a complaint about the all-new, all-different Marvel, and I guess Secret Wars in general, has been that Cyclops died, but we really didn't know how. I mean, he did die during Secret Wars, and yeah, so they could have described his death a little bit better here. I know it's kind of like in between panels that they were describing his death in here, and I think it was all new X-Men they were trying to describe the death. But he's back. Let's see what happens here. I do like the roster still, like I said. I think they work well together, and honestly, my favorite part of this issue was the cliffhanger, and also Illyana and Colossus. I think they definitely have the most interesting story, and I think the Inhuman Mutant story could be interesting, but just like the artwork, I think the plot's a bit cluttered also, and I hope that can improve. I just felt like there's a lot going on. Maybe that was because of the artwork, maybe because I'm looking at the artwork and I'm thinking the story's cluttered at the same time. I did feel like a lot of things were going on, and I hope we do get to see more issues where the team kind of just works together and are all in one place, and it seems like obviously they're going in that direction. So, Extraordinary X-Men, I thought was an interesting issue. Still hasn't fully hooked me, but we'll see where it goes. So, Extraordinary X-Men issue 4 gets 3.5 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links from my comic book, like Father Like Daughter, and don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.